are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason, to my right, stage left.
Woo!
Where's that stage right? I don't know. I was never in the theater. Actually,
but you
I
was.
Actually,
yeah.
I was in the theater. I wore makeup, and they were like, you would be good in the theater. I was like, what? Anyway, Harrison is here. He is our technical expert. Without him, we would just be four idiots talking to each other in a room, and no one would hear it.
Yeah.
So blame him. Preston is here, and he is our information czar. And Jesse is also here. We don't know why he's here, what his purpose is, but one of these days we're going to figure it out. So
He is loosely associated with groomers.
To your leaders.
He is loosely associated with groomers. That's true.
Yeah.
So
that
we,
is a very true
We
statement.
could say that.
I was trying to do a play on my alien shirt, and you guys just barreled right over
You're very
me.
proud of that shirt?
I love it.
Okay,
Okay.
Put the camera on it so everybody can mock it.
All right. It's an alien.
Okay, you don't have to
shirt.
rub yourself down.
happening?
Jeez.
I don't know. You guys
Is
don't
this
put the
a
camera on me
Schmidt's
very
gay
often.
commercial?
I saw the light, and I freaked out a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw. So I was driving today,
As you do.
and I saw something that made me so happy. Mm-hmm. So happy. So first of all, I've got 2 or 3 happy things tonight.
Okay.
So I'm going to tease one at the very end. Very heartfelt, warming experience from the last episode.
Okay.
Okay, with the oilet.
You know, that's not really what we do.
I
but-
know. That's why I'm going to save it at the end. Because if we don't get to it, we don't get to it.
Yeah.
But listen, something made me very, very happy today.
And it had to do with the oilet?
The heartfelt
Don't
story.
spoil it.
That's a
Don't spoil it.
oilet.
Like what I did? See what I did?
I know. No, I got it.
I did that.
You softballed yourself.
I did softball myself. It was like it was in a dunk competition. I gave myself the
It was the
alley-oop.
alley-oop, yeah,
Did you
okay.
see the white kid that won the dunk competition?
Yeah.
Mac McClung?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he's like Preston size.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I wish I was Preston size. So it's not a but
we
I don't
all
see,
wish we were Preston.
but I don't see Preston throwing down dunks.
No.
And
I mean, on NBA Jam.
yeah, sure, on
sure.
NBA Jam.
He's on fire.
Boom shakalaka.
Or toilet dunks.
Toilet
I
dunks.
got a lot of those.
Love
in
a
school.
toilet dunk. Jesse's good at a donut dunk.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore of dunks. Let's
Dunkin'
just do
Donuts.
it. Mount Rushmore of things to dunk. Okay.
Donut.
I feel like we've done this one before. Donut,
Oreo.
Oreo. Whoa. Basketball.
Yeah.
And dunking a person in a pool.
What? Oh,
You know what I mean?
Dunk
what-
tank?
Like a
tank?
dunk. Like
what about
a dunk.
Dunkaroos?
Oh.
Ooh.
No, I don't like Dunkaroos.
It's in the name.
I understand, but I feel like people have been dunking each other in the water since like John the Baptist. So
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
He dunked Jesus.
do you think Jesus drank or ate a Dunkaroo? I don't even know. What is a Dunkaroo?
I don't know.
It's a little like cookie with icing
dunk-
and you.
Yeah, and
Okay,
that's
so
a your
listen,
generation thing.
Instead of Oreo,
when we were
just
kids,
do
we made
cookie.
our own cookies, and we make our own cookies. But
Grandma made our cookies.
but we dunked them ourselves. We didn't need someone to label something Dunkaroo. in order
Okay,
for
so
us to-
we're doing donut, cookie,
donut, cookie, basketball,
and water.
and person.
Person.
Yeah.
Dunk a person. I like it. That's good.
What's the difference between a dip and a dunk?
Oh, that's a good question. What's the difference between? I feel like a dip, so you dip a chip, and then the point of a dip is to take whatever it's
Scoop.
being put in
Yeah.
up with you.
It's like a
right?
dip and a scoop.
Well, there's a difference between a dip and a scoop, even, right? a dip, when you dip a chip in, you want there to be a certain level of viscosity to the thing at which
Yes.
you're. In other words,
you want the cling factor.
Yes, you want a cling factor. With a dunk, there might be a soaking element.
Yes.
But it's not going to cling onto it. With a dip, you want to cling. Now, then a scoop is different.
Yeah.
A scoop is you're trying to. It's like you're trying to get as much of that goodness in.
It starts
as you can.
as a dip, with a 90-degree turn.
I love a scoop. I scoop. There's this jalapeno artichoke dip at Costco.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I dip that all day.
You need to have some of Shelby's spinach artichoke dip. It's fabulous.
I like the jalapeno because it's got a little kick.
Yeah.
You know?
She
but
probably
I'll probably like that.
It's
too.
really good.
You got information?
Yes. So a dip is partial submersion.
Oh.
And dunk is full.
Oh, so dunk, you'd have
Wait a minute.
If you're queso at a Mexican restaurant, a dip of the chip, that's acceptable. A dunk of the chip, and it's a mess everywhere.
unacceptable. But
That
do
makes
you
sense.
put in your whole donut? You don't. But I guess eventually you do because you only eat the parts that you've dunked, and then you keep on dunking. So eventually the whole thing gets submerged.
Yeah.
Okay. The more you know.
So the Lutherans believe in the dip.
They're sprinklers.
Yeah.
Well, now what's the difference between a sprinkle and a spritz?
A sprinkle. Okay. Well, a sprinkle has more.
We're gonna do
A
this
sprinkle
few
has
times.
more liquid, and a spritz has
is more of a
less.
mist.
It's more of a mist.
Yeah.
It's more of a mist. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyways, something made me very, very happy today. I'm driving my car and dropped off a guy after work, and I'm in a neighborhood
That whole sentence just made me uncomfortable. Like, because I don't know what you do at work and
Don't worry
why
about
you
it.
had to drop a guy off. Like,
Listen, it's
you
a
know,
complicated-
Then he
There-
came to my house.
Is there an exchange of,
then I met Jesse's
was there
groomer.
drugs
Yeah.
involved? Anyway, so
I had to pay Jesse's groomer.
you did have
It was
to
very
pay-
awkward.
Yeah.
$60.
Yeah, which was cheaper than last time.
So you dropped the guy off at work.
I dropped the guy off after work, and I'm in a neighborhood that's it's other side of the tracks.
How many
Less fortunate.
less fortunate?
Yeah.
Where I used to live.
Yeah. I mean, it's more on that side. Less, not that side, but that side a little
Okay.
bit more.
Okay.
Or it could be that side.
No, it's yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a couple of.
There's a couple sides.
I love Marion as much as the next guy, but percentage of Marion that I'd want to live in, you know,
very small.
it's there. You know,
Okay. 30% of Marion is good. 70% not so
of
good.
the like homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Okay, so anyways, I'm in a less fortunate part of town. Part of town I would not necessarily want to live in.
Or walk through,
Or drive through, really. But I have
or
to.
like carry a big like wad of
Well,
money.
what's
through.
really odd,
What's
really awkward is I'm driving through this neighborhood in my white cargo van.
No.
So that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
He's also got
does.
his window cracked playing the ice cream music.
Yeah, I got it on Bluetooth. So anyways, I'm driving down, and I see a bunch of kids get off the bus, so that's my cue. And I'm
He's
behind
breaking his restraining order.
I'm behind the bus. The bus pulls off, and there's a whole group of kids walking, and they all kind of separate. And there's this open field where they tore a building down, and this kid's cutting across this open field. And this kid is one of the roundest children I've ever seen.
I like this.
He was
Round.
very round. His body was round. His head was round.
So, yeah.
It was like a little snowman kid.
Probably not very tall.
No, very
'Cause the
short.
taller you get, the less round, the more you get oval shaped.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
this
you can
this
still
kid
get-
was like a basketball.
He was as wide as he was tall.
Yes, he was
Okay.
square. I mean, it was yeah, very round. And he had a bag in his hand, like a Walmart bag, and he was swinging this bag around. Okay,
I like this kid.
And I'm from behind, so I can't see his face. He's walking away from me, and I'm like, man, I got to take a look at this kid. And so I kind of slow down. I pull up to the side, and I turn my head. And as I turn my head, he's got the biggest grin on his
Yeah,
face.
life
He's just
is good.
smiling, swinging his bag around. I see him stop and pull out from the bag a Little Debbie. He had a bag full of Little Debbies.
Of course you did.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It made me so happy.
And he was happy.
He was very
Because
happy.
he got off the bus.
I don't know where I think he probably like got it at school or something.
Sure.
The Little Debbies. Because obviously he didn't pack that. He would have ate it at lunch.
And we've done this before. I mean, but should we do the Mount Rushmore of Little Debbie's?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
So
Are we
first of
including
all,
Hostess
yes,
and Little Debbie?
First of all, there's It's a major divide here between Hostess. It's like the Bloods and the Crips. You know, there's a major divide between.
We're talking
Hostess.
snack cake.
We're talking snack cakes. I'll entertain an Intamins if it makes the list. I don't think it's gonna.
No.
They're like the MS-13s. Right?
I don't know what that means.
That's the Mexican gang.
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Sorry. The Crips and the Bloods is where my gang knowledge stops. I'm sorry.
I could learn you a thing or two.
I'm sure you could.
Okay, so I think the George Washington is a Twinkie.
I think a Twinkie is Twinkie is right there.
Right.
Mhm, definitely.
I'm gonna say oatmeal cream pie. Listen,
Okay. all
listen,
right.
it is up there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's iconic.
Yeah,
we're not
sure.
talking favorite. We're talking iconic.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ho-ho.
A ho ho.
Has to be.
That's a pretty iconic one.
But what about a Swiss roll?
A ho ho beats the Swiss roll.
A ho ho
From
beats a Swiss roll?
Do I like a Swiss roll
I
better?
prefer
Is a
Swiss
Swiss
roll.
roll my
I like a
favorite?
Swiss roll better.
Listen,
do I
rolls-
like Martin Van Buren better than I like Abraham Lincoln? Sure I do. All right? But Martin Van Buren does not belong on Mount Rushmore.
That is true.
Abraham Lincoln does. Okay?
is true, yeah.
So the ho-ho, I'm going to go with this guy over here and say the ho-ho belongs on the Mount Rushmore above the Swiss roll.
Okay, I like a good Swiss roll.
Of course.
Yeah.
We all love a Swiss roll.
Who doesn't? The orange ones, I don't know what they're called, but the orange Swiss
Yeah.
roll ones, those are pretty good.
I'm a classic guy. So we got...
I'll shove any of them down my face. But
I know,
whatever,
I know,
you know.
I know. So we got Twinkie and we got Ho Ho. You want to make a push for
Oatmeal cream
for the
pie.
oatmeal cream
Yeah,
pie.
absolutely.
Fudge round.
I like
Those
that.
two goes head to
Listen,
head.
I like a fudge round, but oatmeal cream pie is more iconic than a fudge round.
So he's coming strong in with zebra cake.
Dude, I love zebra
Zebra
cakes.
cakes all
Dude,
day.
Zebra cakes. I have zebra cakes in my house right now, and they'll
you
be there
count-
for about 24 hours,
You
and then
count
they'll be gone.
cosmic brownies.
I love cosmic
Dude.
brownies.
Dude.
Not the one, not
with
the
the-
nut
with, like, the
ones.
nerds on 'em.
Yeah,
The, like,
the chocolate.
candies.
I
Yeah.
like the ones with the little walnuts on them.
Eh.
Are they walnuts?
Whatever they are. They're walnut-esque.
Star Crunch.
Star
Listen, I
Crunch.
love
that's
a
my
Star
favorite.
Crunch.
That is my favorite.
You
of all
like
of
the
them.
Star Crunch.
If
Yeah,
if I'm picking one to eat personally, Star Crunch.
What about a Nutter Butter?
That's number 2 or 3. And then everyone that you list from here on out just goes down the list.
So a
but I'll
Nutter
eat 'em
Butter
all.
is great when you
Oh,
put it in
yeah.
the freezer. Have you ever done
Yeah.
that?
Mhm. Yeah.
You pull a Nutter Butter out of the freezer. There's not much better than that.
with a glass of cold milk.
Shut up. Shut up.
But a honey bun from the microwave.
Honey buns from
hold
the
on,
microwave.
glazed or frosted?
Oh,
glazed.
I think glazed
Dude.
is a classic.
Yeah,
Do
but
I like
frosted?
it?
Come on.
Sure, I like
I
it
won't
frosted
turn it
better.
down.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
frosted. But we're talking about iconic.
A glazed honey bun out of the
We're
microwave.
We're talking a glazed honey bun out of the microwave. Have you ever microwaved a Star Crunch? Bad idea. I thought this one works. Maybe maybe it's the next thing.
Turns out it's kind of like popcorn.
It's fun, but it's
leave
not
the
really what I would
plastic
call
wrap on
edible.
it,
Yeah,
Okay, what are we?
we have to make decisions. Definitely
No,
Twinkie.
no, are we talking? Because Hostess also makes the
Okay.
individual.
I like the individual. Oh no, that doesn't belong on the list. I like the cupcake with the frosting that's like the circular, the swirl. Like
Is that a ho ho? What's a ho ho?
No. Ho ho is like this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking like a
I'm talking
chocolate
that chocolate cupcake
with the white swirl.
That's got the white swirl on top.
What
no,
is that
that's a
called?
ho-ho.
I thought that's a ho
That's a
ho.
ho-ho.
Oh, that's a ho ho.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
You're thinking ding dong.
Oh, I'm thinking
Oh,
ding
ding
dongs.
dongs.
I love ding dongs.
Wait, say that again.
I like all of them. So when I'm talking about the cupcake, so what I'm talking about is a ho ho.
No, you're talking a ding dong.
No, wait a minute. The swirl thing. Is
Yeah,
it-
that's a ho ho.
that's a ho ho.
Yeah.
I like that the best.
Above a ding dong,
Yes,
you're like a ho better than a ding dong.
ho ho.
A ho ho better than a ding dong.
Yes.
I would agree.
Uh huh. You guys doing okay?
Nope.
We're just talking about all of these are legitimate names.
We didn't name these.
All
I
right,
didn't
so
name it.
Twinkie.
These were named
Little
at a
Debbie
simpler
did
time.
this.
Listen, Twinkies, ho-hos, ding dongs, oatmeal cream pies. There's an
No,
outright.
We're not
no,
doing
no,
ding
no, no.
dong.
You can't have ho hos and ding dongs
No,
on
not
the
on the
list.
same list. No,
You
those are
can't.
separate.
You got to
lists.
pick one,
Yeah,
right?
you have to pick one. Okay,
It's been a while since I've had a ding dong. I don't really remember.
I love a good ding dong. Twinkie,
Ho ho. It's
ho-ho.
iconic. It's
Okay,
iconic.
Twinkie, ho ho,
Oatmeal cream pie.
oatmeal cream pie. We got one more.
Cosmic brownie, man. That is
I would go
Honey-
zebra cake
yeah.
above. Maybe
Oh,
no
zebra-
honey bun.
honey bun.
I go honey bun.
Yeah.
As far as
Oh, yeah.
iconic,
Yeah.
Listen,
a lot of
zebra
construct-
cake is pretty
Don't get me wrong.
iconic.
A lot of construction workers get honey buns. I know this. That is the number one cupcake hostess thing of construction workers. I don't know why, but it is.
When-
They like
Especially
the honey buns and the ho hos.
They do.
the big honey buns, like the Texas
Yeah.
ones, where because now
That's a
they're
bear
making
claw.
Oh, that's a bear claw.
Now we're getting into donuts.
Yeah.
So
That's a whole
Or-
different
or-
thing.
That's
Listen,
not where we're at.
Bear claws are fantastic.
What did this kid pull out? A zebra cake? What was it? You just saw it was a
It was
little
a, it was a
Debbie.
little Debbie of some variety.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, this kid was smiling ear
Yeah.
to ear. He was so happy. He was swinging that bag.
I like the Christmas ones too.
Oh, yeah.
The trees?
Yeah, I like the trees a lot.
I've got the Easter basket one right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a zebra cake except it's got sprinkles on it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's a little waxy.
Well, they're all waxy.
I mean, they're all
Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's like saying, McDonald's is spongy. Yes, of course. We like it, and we know what it is. They're all waxy.
It's been a long time since I've had a McDonald's sandwich.
I was talking, friend of the show, Farmer Bob.
Yeah.
I traditionally, since I've known Bob, have viewed him as pretty smart. He's
Yeah.
college learned,
More than us.
More than us.
Yeah.
And I've always had a lot of respect for him. I mean, you'd say Bob, he's a pretty smart guy,
Yeah,
right?
I
He's more
we went to
educated than
dinner
all
with
of
them
us.
the
Put
other
together.
night, so, yeah.
So he went to a Christian like school growing up, which
He's
means
got-
they actually learned.
Yeah. He's
about
got a
stuff.
successful
It
family.
was a public school.
He has a
Yeah.
farm.
So
Drives a tractor.
listen, so we got a lot of respect for Bob.
Yeah.
And I've said this before. It's the reason we've never had him on the show.
We respect him
is
too much.
because of the respect I have for him.
We
But I-
immediately invited these guys.
But I mean, it was so quick. So
hey, what are you doing tonight? Yeah, come on.
Come on, you got nothing going on. This much I know. You can come over to do
This
this.
will be good for
We have
you.
ho-hos.
Listen, you need this.
You're welcome.
So anyway, so I'm talking to Bob the other day, who I very much respect. And then he says, he's like, yeah, I had a stomach thing for a few days, and I just wasn't right. I was going to the bathroom a lot, just not doing good. And he goes, and earlier today, I was like starting to feel better, And I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good. I think I'm ready to eat. So I got a McDouble. And I was like, you shouldn't get a McDouble when you feel good.
Yeah.
It's rolling the dice every time you
Yeah.
get McDonald's.
Russian
no matter,
roulette.
No matter how good you feel.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling good, it's basically like a guaranteed trip. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You're going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it was like, he's like within 30 minutes. I was like immediately realized. So I lost a lot of
I
respect.
miss the days. What actually McDonald's priced me out. McDoubles used to be $1.
They used to
They're
be $1.
$1.07.
No, they're
No.
like $2
They're like
and something.
2 and change.
Yeah. Mhm.
I used to get like 4 McDoubles.
I used to love to get just a whole thing of McDoubles.
Yeah.
Before
There was
every high school football game, I would eat 6 McChickens with cheese. And I remember one time I ate all
And
these
it's just perfect, Jesse. It's just perfect that they were with cheese, and I don't know why.
Well, you have to, And
it doesn't. The McChicken doesn't even come with cheese. Like I need you to add cheese to that
Add cheese.
McChicken.
And then when you think you've added enough cheese, double it.
I need a McChicken double cheese.
No,
McChickens
I
with cheese.
before every high school football game, I ate 6 McChickens with cheese. And then after that one game, my friends, they all dipped. And they're like, hey, you should try this. And so I tried some dip. All 6 McChickens with cheese ended up in the parking lot.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Haven't eaten a McChicken since.
Yeah,
listen.
there was a day where you could walk out of McDonald's with you could spend $10 and walk out
10
with a
McDoubles.
bag full of cheeseburgers, and it was wonderful.
I've done it.
Yeah, been there, done that. Finished the bag myself. There used to be in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
There used to be a McDonald's that on Wednesdays sold hamburgers for 29 cents.
Oh, yeah.
On Wednesdays.
I remember that.
And I would just be like, yeah, give me
20.
20 of them is like less than $6.
Yeah, it's like $5.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
Gone are those days. Wendy's, McDonald's, they priced us out.
They really did.
They
That's
did
why
it.
I don't go there anymore.
Same thing with Wendy's. Junior bacon cheeseburgers like $5.
Those used to be $1
That's
too.
an exaggeration, but yeah, all of those used
It's
to be $1.
outrageous. They're pricing us out. Do you know a can, a 12-pack of cans right now? I know you don't drink pop. I was at the store today, $7.99 for a 12-pack. That's outrageous.
You know what's really hot? Sierra Mist. If you
Oh,
had
really?
Yes. If you had to, I saw someone selling per can like $17 on eBay.
What?
They were getting it over and over again.
What a mistake.
We might have some in our basement.
If you do, list it on eBay.
Harrison, you're going to go to college.
Community college.
Yeah.
But college.
Yeah.
And you'll need a partial scholarship.
We need you to go there to sell this Sierra Mist. So I was in. We were talking about Marion. We'll keep on talking about
okay.
Marion. I was in our local coffee shop, the Remnant, best coffee shop in Marion. I go there every day.
I see you at Panera often.
Well, sometimes I can't go to the Remnant because they're not always open. So, and I like to walk to Panera because it's guaranteed 3+ mile walk for me.
Yeah.
So, excuse me,
That's
every
a
once
walk.
in a while I don't go to the Remnant because everybody knows me there and I can't get any work done.
Except when you go to Panera, I slap the glass.
Yeah, that does happen. So anyway, I was at the Remnant the other day, and there was this guy, and he had Bluetooth, like over-the-ear headphones on. And he was listening. He was like sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like he's reading, and he closes his book. He's like, "Yeah, hello, yeah, no, man, no, I can talk. Yeah, cool, yeah." And then he is yelling in the store because he's got noise canceling headphones over his ears, and he's yelling. And he was like, and I've seen this guy in the coffee shop quite a bit. He's like, bro, the dating scene in Marion is rough. He goes, I'm telling you what. He's like, not a lot of educated chicks out here. And that just really cracked me up. He's like, man, bro, the dating scene in Marion is rough. He's like, man, I've been trying, but it is. And he was just bashing all of the single ladies in Marion.
You say, let me introduce you to my daughter.
Not this guy. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's the coffee shop is a good place to go to overhear people their conversations.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
There's a baby
I
crying.
might go.
I would just
check
leave
that
it.
out.
It's probably fine. Your
Unless-
wife's here,
if
right?
you get a text, then you'll know you're
Yeah, you
supposed
know
to
what?
go.
Is your
Yeah.
wife here?
Yeah, my wife's
Oh,
here.
she's fine.
And my
You
wife's
know
here.
what?
She's taking care of it.
There's multiple women
He's just
upstairs.
yelling. It's good.
Do you know it's National...
You got nothing to give him anyway.
Yeah,
He
you're
doesn't,
right.
he doesn't
You know,
want anything you got.
He looks at me and goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
It's National Women's Month.
Gross.
Just saying.
they need a whole
What
month."
National Women's?
Or
what does that mean?
is it National...
Wait a minute.
Like
Is it
February...
March?
Yeah, so
February
February
is Black
Black
History Month.
Yeah,
And that's
so
what
we skipped over that.
Chris
so now we're
Rock-
in March.
Chris Rock said,
Yeah.
not only did they give us the shortest month of the year, but it's also the coldest in case we want to have a parade. I stole that from Chris Rock.
Yeah.
That's racially insensitive. Next time I'll put on blackface, okay?
Watch out. You'll get slapped.
I'll get slapped.
So it's Women's Month now. And so did you guys see the Hershey's ad? Have you guys seen this yet?
She.
Hershey. So they
Couldn't
have...
they be like her? She?
No,
like
no, they did that. The Hershey bar says her, and then it says she, and it's got like some girl colors on it, you know,
Okay.
pink, whatever. But they're showing different females in this ad that
Okay.
they're promoting it.
Okay.
The first one is a transgender female.
So really, it's him.
It's a him he's.
a him he bar.
A him he her bar. And it's a totally disgusting dude too. It's not even like listen.
Stop.
Sometimes
Careful.
I know I'm treading
You're gonna get me riled up, Jason.
I know I'm treading on thin ice here, but sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a normal girl and a transgender.
If
It's
you've
like
ever-
they did a really good job.
If you've ever worked
you
at
know?
like a gas station or someplace you take money, you realize some of these counterfeits are pretty good. Like you really got to
Yes.
do all of the
Right.
tests.
You got to mark it up and all that stuff.
Some of the counterfeits are
flip
just
it
like
over and-
some cracked out guy just
Yeah.
wrote George Washington
Yeah.
on a piece of paper. You're
So-
like, this is not money.
Right. So here's the thing. Occasionally, you don't know the difference. If you want to put that in the ad, fine. But they obviously picked a dude-looking chick
Sure.
to promote this, and it's just stupid. So on Twitter right now,
Dude looks like a lady.
dude looks like a lady. On Twitter, it's boycott Hershey.
Oh,
It's
really?
trending right now. Yeah.
I'm a bit confused because I'm not sure which side I'm on here. Do we boycott Hershey
Okay.
for doing a stupid
Yeah.
feminist thing?
Yeah.
But if we boycott Hershey,
Is
for
that a
doing
feminist
that,
thing, though?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
not
transgender
feminist.
thing.
No, see-
feminists don't like
but-
that.
No, feminists hate that. Feminists, because the problem is now men are the best women.
Exactly.
Because
Because
feminists,
Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year.
We're better at everything.
We're
We
better
know.
at not only being men, we're better at being women.
first year being a woman, never had a period. That's what Dave Chappelle said. Woman of the year.
Why?
Why am I doing
Why?
stand up from
don't
African
know,
American
but-
comedians today?
Because we missed it in February.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah. So now it comes out. I just don't.
No, feminists. The hardcore feminists don't like
the real
transgender.
ones.
Yeah,
the
real
real
ones.
feminists.
Yeah.
Careful.
Second wave feminists. First and second wave. Those are the good ones.
The overweight feminist.
With the purple hair?
Those are the ones
the
that are
third
pro-gender.
Yeah, that's the
Pro-gender?
third wave.
Pro-gender.
Wait, you like genders?
I think so.
Both of them?
Yeah. Not even equally. I much prefer women.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We mock, but we are very pro women.
Everyone in this room is.
Every
Yeah. Well, at least 4 of us. He has some pretty long hair.
Now's the time. So, no, we're very pro women.
Yeah.
As a show,
I like
We're
women better
on
than
the
men,
record
for sure.
We prefer women.
Yes.
So there it is. I don't know. What were we talking about? Mount Rushmore.
You had
of
something.
Dudes that look like a lady. No,
No,
we're not going to
don't
do
No,
that.
we
Okay.
shouldn't.
No. Even Jesse's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's.
We can talk about the particulars of what crying means, or because I got to think about that.
Crime or crying?
Crying, like,
Crying. Okay.
you know what it means to cry, or we could just do the Netflix suggestion of the week and we could hit
Let's
that.
talk about crying.
Okay, let's talk about crying.
Have we ever talked about crying?
I don't think so. When's the last time you cried? Because there's welling up. Okay,
Yeah.
I've welled up.
So at
But welling up and crying are two different things.
The last funeral I was at, I welled up. Mm-hmm. I didn't cry. Mm-hmm. I think the last time I like uncontrollably cry,
Yeah.
like a nasty
you
cry.
like blubbered.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably when our mom died.
Yeah. I didn't cry a lot until.
Why'd you bring this up? I was so happy.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking about 2 nights ago when I freaking bawled like a baby watching a movie.
because you
Yeah.
spilled your popcorn.
Yeah. Actually, no. This is your fault.
Sorry.
The movie you recommended a couple weeks ago,
Oh, Project Adam.
Project Adam.
You cried during that.
Well, not until the end when they go back and his
He goes,
dad
"I love you."
His dad's
Yeah.
hugging him and he's like, "I love you."
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And I'm like, my parents just passed away, and
Yeah.
I'm like, Savannah's looking at me and I'm like side eyeing her.
Yeah.
She's, you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not. and I started crying. So
Yeah.
I blame you.
When that scene ended,
Oh.
I looked over at Teddy and the movie was over, and he stood up and I stood up and I walked over to him and I hugged him. I love you. I love you. I love you.
That's what we do. We mock because
Yeah.
we don't want to cry.
Yeah.
Those are two choices.
See, I
So-
didn't have any ability to do that. I was just like,
I will say that in my lifetime, I've cried for being happy more than I've cried for being sad.
I don't know that I've ever cried from being happy.
You like laughing, crying?
I mean, I guess I've welled up because I was laughing so hard. But I
You
think I
got
was
tears
laughing,
coming down your face because you're laughing so hard.
Well, I think it's because I'm laughing so hard and my stomach hurts because of it.
He's sweating from
I'm,
laughing.
I'm sweating. My eyeballs are sweating because I'm that fat and out of shape that laughing.
I cry when I watch Rudy, and that's a happy cry.
well, I well
That's
up.
not sad.
Hoosiers, Rudy. I
those
well
are
up.
happy cries.
I don't know if I cry.
Well, there's the question.
What's the question?
Well, because literally tears were coming out of Erica's face, and I said she was crying. She's like, I'm not crying. Tears are coming out of my eyes.
Tears of joy.
And I was like, but that's crying. And she's like, no, tears are coming out, but I'm not crying. And it was a whole discussion. So I wanted to find out what is the definition of crying. Does it
Tears out the eye.
Tears once one single tear. Now you've
Now
cried.
you're crying.
Up
No, I
until
would
the-
say no. Listen, I would say the second tear is a cry.
do both eyes have to tear?
No, just two tears on one eye.
2 tears out of one eye or one out of each. Now
Yeah.
you're crying.
Yeah,
one
a single
is just a
is like
single tear.
that was an accident.
Okay, it was like it
Yeah.
was a well up that spilled over a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little spillover.
like your eyes could have been a little bit watery. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, that
Whenever
could
I
be
well
a
up, I
cry,
tip my
and then
head
a
back.
crying would be multiple.
Yeah.
Okay, a cry, you cried, or you were crying.
Yeah.
Those are two different things.
Crying is like
What are the stages? The stages would be welling up. Would be the shortest one, or
Yeah.
the first one you would well
that's the
up,
tears. The eyes water up
and then you might tear up.
tear up. Yeah,
Okay, and then you would cry,
And then
you're
you're
crying,
And then you're blubbering.
Then you're blubbering,
Sobbing.
sobbing,
Bawling.
Oh, bawling. There it
Weeping.
is, weeping. I don't know where
you guys
weeping.
are the king of crying.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't cry that
I feel
much.
like sobbing and bawling are the next. You know, I'm bawling every time I go to the basketball court, but that's just me and the white.
He
dude.
doesn't go to the basketball court.
When I drive
I
by
think-
it and I realize I can't bawl anymore.
I think the highest form of crying, the
pinnacle.
the pinnacle of crying, I think is bawling.
True meaning of crying is making sad noises along with tears.
Sad
So it
noises.
has to be-
Noises.
Yes.
I don't think noises. I think you can. A silent cry is okay.
I would say, but according to Google here,
Okay.
Yeah.
It had there's sad noises.
yeah, like a pity,
whimper.
like sound.
Okay.
Preston's crying.
I'm just mocking my son. So.
Hold me.
Okay, sad noises. Okay. Why do you think it is, speaking of noises, why do you think it is that and came to be? Like, what do you think do you think those are universal? You think you're in the African bush somewhere and someone asks you a yes/no question?
Well,
and
I
you say
think this-
or
I think it started with a single grunt. Like, do you want this? And then it was like it wasn't enough definition.
But we know what it means.
Yeah.
Like, it's instinctual.
It's universal. If you went to Aboriginal country,
I think that's Australia.
but like backwoods Aboriginal,
Sure.
like you're with
Yeah.
with the dingoes and the kangaroos
A dingo ate chill baby.
and the Tasmanian devils. Okay, you're there, and someone offers you like a squishy, like squid thing to eat.
Yeah. And I say,
They know. They know. But
What do you? If you keep your face without expressionless face,
sure.
a blind person. If you did that to a blind
Oh,
person, would
that's-
they know the difference? Could
It's kind of like, It's the same thing.
yeah.
even doing it when I do I just automatically shake
Yeah.
my head. No,
Do they have to? Is one a higher pitch? Does it have to be like that?
Could you do?
I don't think it has to be.
But I think
Can you reverse that? Can you do right a little?
That's when someone offers you some
And
crowd
then
dance.
the no is
That's Tim the Toolman
Or
Taylor.
I don't know.
that's the one.
That's a good one. Yeah, the question is, can you say, Can you do that? That's kind of Cajun.
Like, how many kids do you have?
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So you can do that, but I don't think you can do, I don't think you can do that high. Let's stop that. I don't like it. This makes me uncomfortable. Well, what was that, 32 minutes?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 35 seconds. I'll just go ahead and take that one out.
No, hit the Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix, watch these shows of those. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
Found on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Released March 1st.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
So
Yeah.
we're 2 days into it. Harrison's already seen it 4 times.
Just one episode? has
yeah,
been
just
released?
one episode, yeah.
Okay.
And it makes me happy.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
makes me happy. Everything. The music,
Yeah.
the scenery, the Baby Yoda, Grogu.
Grogu. It's pretty good.
And I really love how they do the concept art at the very end, like with the credits
know,
roll. That's one of my favorite things. It just
know.
makes me happy.
It's a perfect TV show. I mean, I'm nervous about season 3 because seasons 1 and 2 were great.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with it.
Because Disney eventually messes everything up, but I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful too. Andor was fantastic.
Loved Andor.
I was telling Harrison, I think Andor and Mandalorian are like 1 and 2.
Mandalorian is the gold standard as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Andor's right there.
Andor is
It's
right there, but not quite.
Yeah, and then I would say Boba Fett, and then Obi-Wan was the least.
Yeah, and isn't there another one that we're missing that's not good?
There's like animated series.
Yeah,
well,
like
like
those-
Bad Batch
those
and
don't
some
count.
other, yeah.
They're coming out with an
like
Ahsoka one.
Mhm.
That might be good. I don't know. We'll see. But you liked Mandalorian season 3, episode 1.
Yeah, it just makes me happy.
You-
Brings me to that happy place.
If
I love Star
it
Wars.
makes
I really wish. I was telling Harrison, because they do about 8 episodes a season.
Yeah.
Andor was 12.
I know.
Which is fantastic. But if you did 8, do 8, take 2 weeks off, and then start the next one.
Come on.
Right?
on.
They could do this year
Just
round.
give us Star Wars.
Year-round.
Good Star Wars shows. Is that too hard to
It's
do?
not too hard.
It's not too hard to do.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right.
So,
I
what's
just
your...
feel like you get more duds that way, though. You know, if you just keep on pumping them out.
Or maybe you eventually get more. You do get more duds, but maybe you get more good things too, because people have to be creative.
But also say this. Andor, we've talked about this before, but Andor was a slow burn.
it was a slow burn.
I'm
It
okay
took a
with the
while.
slow
I
burn.
love a slow burn.
Listen, there's not much better than a slow burn.
The problem is TV shows don't do that anymore.
No, but
because
that's
they
what I'm
want to
saying.
catch your attention
Yeah,
immediately.
I don't need the slow burn. Plan this out over 30 years.
Fine.
I'm okay with that. That's 30 years worth of content. Just slow burn it. I don't need everything week 1.
No, I don't need anything week 1.
Just roll the credits.
I mean, yeah.
theme song.
Theme
show me
song.
Baby Yoda, and then roll the credits.
And I'll be like, okay, all right, I see what you're doing here.
I see.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Wait, was that Baby Yoda? That was Grogu.
I don't know.
But
But this is a slow burn. Okay, so
next week we might find
just
out.
give it a minute. All right.
Okay, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion is
Erica's back, so you're having to watch TV with the spouse.
we've tried to been watch we've tried to been watching. We've tried
You live right on the tracks.
to not watch. I do. We've tried to not watch so much TV. We've really made an effort to watch less television and to read more. She's been doing. She's never done a crossword puzzle. I've never seen her do a crossword puzzle. She doesn't like trivia, things like that.
Yeah.
We're at the Bible bookstore the other day.
Yeah.
As you do. And I'm walking
There's
past
a Bible crossword puzzle.
I'm walking past the John MacArthur wall, you know. I'm like, oh gosh.
The whole store.
I'm just like, come on, guys. Anyway, and she's like, ooh, it's a Bible crossword puzzle book. And I was like, but you don't do crossword puzzles. She's like, I want to do this one. So we've been doing this. She asked me
Calvinistic
lots of
themed?
questions. Oh, it's predestination from beginning to end, you know, because I want to be like
I'm predestined not to like
I was like,
this.
does that have to be the answer? And they're like, yes, it from the beginning.
There's only so many answers to go around.
And I was like, but both words work. They're like, no, only one word. I guess by their nature, crossword puzzles
They are
are
Calvinistic.
very Calvinistic.
Yeah.
Time to burn them.
So we've been doing a Bible crossword puzzle, which sounds as exciting as it is.
Almost rather do a Jehovah Witness crossword puzzle.
You know, it sounds like fun.
Lots of mystery. Lots of things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
144,000? How'd they come up with that?
Yeah. The whole
There's like 2.4 million Jehovah Witnesses. And there's 144,000 going to heaven.
A lot
That's
of
it?
them are out of luck. Specifically, the ones that need blood transfusions. Those are the ones that are biggest out of luck. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in blood transfusions. I mean, people will die. Literally, people die because they won't get blood transfusions.
I might tell them, literally, Jesus gave you a blood transfusion.
Oh, mic drop, bam.
Just call me Calvinist.
I believe in drug. So anyway, so we get the I don't know, whatever. So we're watching
Crossword
less,
puzzles.
We're watching less television.
Yeah, more crossword.
More crossword puzzles. So my Netflix suggestion of the week, I just thought, well, I'll pull up Amazon. What was the thing? I know what it is. Not Amazon. It's on. I found this on just YouTube because we were babysitting the other day, and I had to put something on the television. And because I'm not watching these brats, the television's going to do that for me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm also not going to turn on whatever Bluey or whatever they want to watch.
Listen, don't bash Bluey.
I will bash Bluey.
Bluey's
I can't
Okay,
figure out
one.
if Blue is a boy or a girl.
Bluey is a girl.
So this is a
which-
problem because when I grew up, blue was a girl color. I mean, a boy color.
Yeah.
Blue is a boy color, and then they're going to create this Bluey character that's a girl. I mean, that's fading the
And
lines.
the dad's a stay-at-home dad.
Listen, the
and-
dad is a wimp. Both of the parents are wimp. They let those kids
they
get
make
away with
all dads wimps in all things.
True, except for Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Can I
Since
say-
like the 50s, you know, back in like when it was like Leave It to
Yeah.
Beaver, it was like, son, here's the thing about women.
I saw-
I know
I-
that was fantastic.
Did I send that to
Yeah,
you?
you sent it to me.
About
Gosh,
like
hey.
grilling out, like, Dad, why do you grill out instead of Mom?
Mom always cooks inside, but you always grill outside. Why is that, Dad? He's like, well, let me tell you, son. That's because women are afraid of fire.
It really was like that.
Their lesser genes create a fear that is irrational, I know. So, yeah, it was.
So they belong in the kitchen.
So, yeah, it's where they belong. It was pretty funny.
And it was like a real bit.
No,
it wasn't
like,
a comedy bit.
They were like, and he was like, thanks, Dad. And he runs off. He's like, So anyway, my Netflix suggestion of the week is the Looney Tunes because that's
classic Looney Tunes.
Classic Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I turned it on.
Yosemite Sam. Let's
a
do
lot
the
of
Mount
fun.
Rushmore of Looney Tunes.
All right, that was what I was thinking.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
This is easy.
So,
Okay,
number
listen.
1, George Washington.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny.
And then immediately
Daffy
Abraham
Duck.
Lincoln is Daffy Duck.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to run into trouble here.
Okay, listen, but that's the two.
I understand that those are the two, but I'm going to throw Porky Pig in right now.
That's
He
all,
does
folks.
the closing to
Yeah.
every single one. I think Porky Pig is the unquestionable Teddy Roosevelt of this.
Well, I think
Mount
Teddy
Rushmore.
Roosevelt would be Elmer Fudd,
Wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
right?
We got to put Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd is in scenes with Daffy Duck and with Bugs Bunny. He's either trying to kill the wabbit or kill the duck.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What
Kill
about
the wabbit.
Tweety?
You
Tweety
got
Bird.
Tweety Bird.
Roadrunner?
You got
Longhorn.
the Roadrunner. You got Foghorn Leghorn. You
Yeah.
got Yosemite Sam.
The coyote.
You got Sylvester.
Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil. Oh my goodness.
Lola Bunny? How can we not even mention Lola
No,
Bunny?
that doesn't count.
We said classic
That's
Looney
not
Tunes.
canon. That's not canon. Okay. Lola Bunny. He would.
No.
Dan, I've told you this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just tell it.
I knew where you were going with this.
So when you're 19, 18, 17 years old, you have stupid conversations.
And we still do. Except we just put microphones in front of us.
They were particularly stupid. And we had a conversation, and I don't need any chiming in from the peanut gallery. We had a conversation as far as which was the most attractive cartoon.
Yeah.
And so, all of the classics were out there,
Yeah.
We mostly landed on Jessica Rabbit.
For obvious
For
reasons.
obvious
you do.
reasons.
Obviously.
And we're having the conversation, and Jad, friend of the show, Jad's like, I don't know, man. And I'm not making this up, and he was not telling a joke, okay? Jad goes, I don't know, man. Like, do you remember when Bugs Bunny used to dress up like a girl?
Like with lipstick.
Like lipstick and put like, and he's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I was like, what are you talking about? So yeah, that was an actual conversation. He's like, I don't know. So what? Like you thought. I was just, I knew a guy. Anyway, so Bugs Bunny,
Yeah.
Daffy Duck,
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd,
Porky Pig.
So it was Porky Pig
See, I think Elmer Fudd or Porky Pig.
Yeah.
because they're similar characters.
They're similar. I think
Porky.
Porky's more iconic.
That's all, folks. I mean,
Yeah.
he literally every single
Yes, that's super iconic.
one. Roadrunner, Wile E.
Yeah,
Coyote,
Roadrunner's got to be up there. I think any of
Tweety
them.
Bird,
Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna have a conniption here.
Foghorn Leghorn.
I love.
Tasmanian Devil.
No,
Tweety Bird.
no. Yosemite Sam.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm a big Yosemite Sam fan. Big Yosemite Sam fan.
I'm going Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Because especially now that he's canceled.
Has he been canceled?
Yeah,
'Cause
they
he
canceled
put-
him because he's.
Because he was putting stuff in girls' drinks.
Yeah, he Bill
He was Bill
Cosby.
Cosby.
Man, there's a lot. This is
Just
almost
do a quick
impossible.
search.
This is one
our
of-
information czar
your
on
Looney
flipping
Tunes
job,
Looney
man.
Tunes characters because I feel like we might be missing one even.
Well,
What about
we
the
know
Granny?
we know the top three. I love the Granny.
Was she on that list you were talking about
No,
earlier?
she was.
I mean, the Mount Rushmore of
Yeah, I mean, for yeah, we're talking about the Mount Rushmore.
There's
Is she my baby? Maybe
Sylvester,
not.
the cat.
Sylvester.
Sylvester. Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, Speedy
Marvin the
Gonzalez.
Martian?
Oh,
Marvin the
Martian.
Martian.
Yeah.
No, we're missing some here.
Gosh.
Let's see. Some other big ones here.
Take your
Michigan
time.
J Frog.
Oh, I love Michigan J Frog.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. All right, let's just do this. We can't do it anymore. So, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig,
Sylvester.
You say Sylvester? Sylvester? Can we go with that?
Because there's a lot of
Yeah,
Sylvester
there's-
Pepe Le Pew crossover,
So
Right.
we'll go Sylvester.
Yeah.
Sylvester.
which is also
The
Tweety
cat.
Bird crossover.
I know. This was a hard one.
There's like pockets, right? Yosemite Sam is in pockets with Bugs Bunny.
Sure.
Right?
I love Yosemite Sam.
Does Daffy Duck do a lot outside of Bugs Bunny?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He'll do. I mean, yeah.
He did the frog thing.
Maybe my favorite Looney Tunes ever was when the guy was drawing Daffy Duck and he was getting upset. Hey, Buster, why you draw me like this? Like, that was classic. Just classic.
I love Looney Tunes.
All right, so that's my suggestion. You should. I found some on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just watch Looney Tunes for a couple
The
hours.
best is if you can find like 3 hours of Saturday morning Looney Tunes with the commercials.
With the commercials.
from like 1982.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that.
So good. So
Okay,
good.
so let me tell my quick heartwarming story.
You know I'm against this. We don't do heartwarming stories.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but it is very interesting. Did you know we're doing the Lord's work here at Lauer Road Radio?
I'd like to think so.
Well, just
So-
wait.
So this last week, we talked about the oilet.
So the
And-
heartwarming story is going to come from the poop episode.
Correct.
Okay.
So the lady that found us on Twitter through Crowder's show, I'm not even sure exactly how we...
The algorithms, how
There's an algorithm there
We
somewhere.
don't know how Elon Musk suggested our show to her. But somehow he did.
So she found our show. And somehow she also connected with this oilet guy. They don't know each other in real life.
Okay.
Never met.
Just Twitter.
Just through Twitter, through Crowder, these
Whatever.
different networks. And she thought the oilet was an interesting concept, an interesting story. And she's like, you guys ought to talk about it because I think it would be funny, but also, it's an
Informative.
interesting thing. Yeah, informative and entertaining. So we talk about it. This connection between this lady, I think her name's Danielle, between this lady and this oilet guy, now they start talking,
'Kay.
which they never really talked before.
Do I hear wedding bells?
No, they're both married, happy with kids.
sorry. Okay.
Listen, her dad, when she was 4 years old, her dad left their family, left them,
Okay.
moved to Poland.
Okay.
Her dad and this guy know each other. They worked at the same school together.
Wow.
She has been reconnected and reunited with her dad who left them when she was 4 years
And we're
old.
responsible for that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
How big is Poland? Like,
7 people.
Everybody knows everybody, but that's not the point of the story.
that's racist.
The point of the story. I didn't say all the black people knew each other. I said all the
Are
Polish.
there black people in Poland?
No, like 2 of them, and they know each other. Same family, brother,
like
sister.
38
They
million.
were adopted.
Okay. There's 38 million people in Poland? That's more
That's
than
like
I
the
a lot of
size
Poles.
of Ohio. Let's move on. There's a
moved
joke
on.
there. I know.
Oh, there is?
Well, there's a lot of Polish jokes. Right?
There's a whole faction of them. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole
like
genre of jokes.
It's a whole genre of jokes.
Okay. So that's my heartwarming story. So
That's it.
And when the oilet becomes the thing that saves the world because we're using less water, Lauer Road Radio via my bank account was the first one to donate
That's true.
$5
American
dollars. It was like
Jesse's so
$4.95.
dumb. He's so dumb that when he said 5, he went like this.
$5.
I donated $5. Did you? Did
Well,
you?
whatever currency they use.
The Polish.
I was just really
people.
happy that when I typed in 5, that their currency and our currency, the exchange was pretty close because, like, if their 5 was our 100, Savannah would have not been happy with me.
I think they use a yen, don't they? Isn't it a
no.
yen?
Japan.
No, it's not pounds either. It's
That's England.
They only take buffalo nickels.
yeah.
I got a story about buffalo nickels. I
I'm
got to tell you
sure-
after the podcast.
Thank you. All right.
Mount Rushmore of coins.
Buffalo nickel, 100% is there.
A Morgan silver dollar.
Listen, stop.
Listen, I got 18 of those at home in my safe.
We don't have time to
For the
do
Mount
the
Rushmore of coins? Are you
A
kidding me?
trime?
We've only
a
got-
trime?
What's a trime?
You guys know nothing.
What's it? I don't know what
It was a
trim
3
is.
cent piece back in the early like.
I don't
colonial
believe
days.
it. I don't believe it.
No, it's a trim. It's a 3 cent piece.
I don't believe
A
it.
3 cent
Look it up.
piece is the equivalent of transgender. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just creating something that God
It was
never
never meant
created.
to be.
It was
No.
never
A
meant
half
to be.
real?
You're just making stuff up.
Not.
None of this is
I
real.
I literally watch hours of
Okay.
people metal detecting on YouTube every week, and this is the stuff they're looking for. Half reals are Spanish coins from back in the 1800s. A trime is a U.S. coin.
I've already checked out.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, guys.
So
I almost bored
the
myself
radio
to sleep.
waves are coming through his brain. That's why he's like this.
Is that what it is?
I'm not quite
Yeah,
as
yeah.
dumb as everyone thinks I is.
I paid $5.
Peace out. What a loser.
There are only 2 genders.
All right. Well, that's pretty much a show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we reunited more people today.
Yeah.
Write in if after listening to today's show somehow you were reunited with a loved one,
Yeah.
and we'll tell that story.
Or not.
We probably won't.
Okay, but here's the thing. We got like 30 seconds left. Everybody, if you're still listening,
Sure.
hopefully there's a few, you need to connect on some level on a digital platform.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe, do something.
Do all the things. Smash that like button.
Yes. You need to do something.
Come on.
Everybody, if everybody did one thing, we would literally have dozens of replies.
I can't emphasize enough how much we need this.
We are all so sick and tired of our day jobs.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Bubba, sit. Good talk.
I have spoken.
99?